everybody. Welcome to Bear It All, the podcast with our lovely hosts,
Jay
and Jay. We have an amazing guest today, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. Guest?
Yeah, my name is Terrence.
T-Dog in the house.
Yeah, I have a podcast called The Terrence Henry Experience. Make sure y'all check it out. Also, my Instagram, Terrence29.
Terrence29. No underscores or nothing?
No,
just Terrence29,
just
right?
straight Terrence29.
Okay. And where can everybody listen to your podcast?
Spotify or iHeart, Anchor. Well, Anchor actually is part of Spotify now. Yeah, and Apple.
Okay. Is it audio or visual?
Just audio right now.
Just audio? Okay.
Because they like when I talk to them.
Oh,
who's
they?
they?
Yeah, all girls.
All the ladies.
All
okay.
the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have any men listening to your show?
Yeah, I do.
You don't care about them?
I do.
You ain't worried about
You
them
don't
too
care
much?
about
No, it's crazy.
It's geared to the ladies.
Yeah. it's
Okay.
geared to the ladies.
Okay. So can you just give us like a little brief description of what kind of podcast, like what do you talk about?
I talk about life. Life in general is always important. You know,
Okay.
I think it's important to talk about life because whatever scenario that I went through, I'm sure somebody else out there went through it too.
So like
Right.
life experiences?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever have guests on there?
Yeah, I had a couple. That was on there.
You didn't have us?
Not yet. Not yet.
He said not yet. You have over 100 episodes now, though, right?
I have I'm working 110 episodes now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's been doing it for a while. So
Okay.
everybody check out
Yeah.
Terrence,
The Terrence Henry
show.
See, you was wrong. It's experience.
Experience.
Sorry.
But
Experience.
no,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. It's cool. I like it.
Terrence
I like it.
Henry Experience.
It's cool. That means I'm not on my job. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
Terrence
good.
Henry
It's all good.
Experience.
No,
Okay.
it's cool.
All right.
No, that's
Ladies,
true.
if you want to experience what Terrence Henry is all about.
Hit him up. Spotify, iHeart, all that
they're
good stuff.
They're definitely going to keep watching.
Okay,
Listening
okay,
with
okay.
anything.
Well, thank you for being here with us
Yes, we
today.
appreciate it.
Thank you. I
And-
appreciate it.
And we're going to have a really awesome show.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get started, was there something you had to ask us?
Yeah, what does those things, wifey and hubby?
Oh, so our sweatshirts.
I mean-
oh, okay.
Yeah, what
So
is
she
it?
has the wifey sweatshirt. I have the hubby sweatshirt.
Uh-huh.
Basically, there's one of the shows we talked about. One of our guests was like, if they're asking if I fell in love at first sight, do I have a soulmate? And I'm like, yeah, I definitely have a soulmate. But unfortunately, she's not packing. But if we were to be in a relationship, like we're both heterosexual women, but if we were to be in a relationship, we were deciding like who would be the male and who would be the female. And so clearly we decided she'd be the wifey.
I'm the wifey.
I would be the hubby.
But why did we decide
Wait,
that?
I didn't tell you to speak. I didn't tell you to speak.
So this is crazy.
I didn't
out
tell
here.
you to speak. She need to listen sometimes. So anyway,
She's in full hubby mode.
first
Oh,
of all,
I'm sorry, Daddy.
exactly. Thank you.
Wow.
So basically, if I, was a man, I would be the man in our relationship. We would definitely be in a relationship. I just need to be a little bit taller, a little bit darker, have a beard, have, some other extremities dangling around.
That's important
for
so.
sure. But yeah.
So where are you gonna go get that?
I'm looking on the internet, trying to figure out if there's a pill or magic implant that we can pop on that, and then we'll see how it goes
So
from there.
why was it decided that you're the hubby?
Because I like to choke, and you like to be choked.
I don't like to be choked.
You don't like to be choked? That's a lie. She's lying to y'all. Because I'm always picking her up and picking her guys up. So
That's a
long
whole
story
inside
short-
joke. That's a whole inside
long
joke.
story
I
short.
can't with you. Something. Okay, rare form again. Always.
So moving on,
She's so called the what in the relationship?
the man.
She the nigga.
Anyway, lots of inside jokes here. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned. We're gonna have some behind the scenes type things going on at some point where you guys can really see all these behind the scene jokes that we have that we bring up on the show.
It's a whole lot.
Anyways,
I have a question
so that's
really
the
quick
answer.
before we start our battle game. Do you have something in your pocket? Do you have like a Henny bottle?
No, why?
Oh, okay. And I was just saying our last guest had a Henny bottle.
No,
in his
it's
hoodie.
just my phone and stuff like
Oh,
that.
I was like, our last guest had a whole bottle
He
of
had a
alcohol
whole
in her
bottle of
Henny.
Henny in his hoodie. I was like, what is going
There's
on?
nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nobody saying something wrong with it, but we were surprised. That's
right.
all.
I would have probably did
Okay.
the same thing.
So our battle
Our
game
battle game?
today is going to be
My.
3 truths and a lie. So
2 truths and a lie.
Or 2 truths and a lie. So basically, I'm going to give Terrence my truth and a lie, and he has to pick which one it is, and she's going to do the same, and then he'll do one for us at the end. So you have to guess.
Okay.
Which one is the lie?
All right.
All right. First one is a girl tried to eat me out in the backseat of a car. I put my finger in a dude's butthole. I ate a girl out in a dressing room. Which one's the lie?
Damn. She in these streets, in these streets.
The booty hole one.
So that is incorrect.
She out here sticking and moving.
Yo!
She out here sticking and moving with these dudes. Oh my God.
You did that to somebody?
I did.
One finger?
Was
Or
it
two?
one?
It was
Was it a
one.
thumb? What was
It was one finger. So
But was it the tip?
I was giving oral, and you're down in that area,
He let you.
and I slid it in there, and he was.
How far
he
did you
was
put
okay
it in
with
there?
I was like index finger.
Did you go
The
to the
whole
bathroom
thing.
and wash your hands after that?
I had washed my hands.
Was there
sure.
anything on it
Definitely.
after?
There was probably a couple little pieces of something on there. After.
Wait.
You all, like, really?
I was in the butthole. So the lie.
I'm so shocked at you.
They want to know what the lie is. The lie is I did not eat a girl out in the dressing room.
It was the car.
But you almost ate one out in the car.
No, a girl tried to eat me out in the back seat of a car, and I did put my finger.
How'd that work
in
for
the
you?
dude's butthole. Well, it probably would have went down, but I was too busy throwing up outside the back seat of the back door of the car, so we just didn't get around.
That's
to it.
because, see, hubby just does whatever he wants. I wasn't there to help protect you, to make sure everything was good.
Yeah.
you just
Typically,
can't.
when I go out with her, I'm not, throwing up
No,
or
I've
being
never
sick.
seen that. No, never.
But she wasn't out with me at this particular moment, and I was wilding.
Wildin'. Buck
Wilding
wild.
out. Yeah.
Like,
Anyway,
yeah.
so
He
anyway,
said the whole, I'm with you. I'm not sticking my finger in no dude.
He let you do that though?
would you let a dude do that to you? I mean, not a dude. Sorry. Would you let a woman do
Right.
that to you?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Everybody has a preference.
You ever try to milk the
I'm
prostate?
not judging.
No,
Were you milking
I'm
the
not
prostate?
judging.
Did you ask him like? Did he like that? Did you ask him
Yeah,
like?
afterwards, and he was like, "No, it really didn't do much for me. We were just
Yeah, okay.
trying it,
If it didn't do much for him, he would have stopped you. He would have clenched.
Well, I
But he
mean,
allowed you to
I
do
didn't
it,
do
though.
it that long. I wasn't
And the
in there
whole
like forever. Yeah, it was my whole finger. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
long story short, it happened. It hasn't
I'm
happened
appalled.
since.
Right,
I'm
no, you cool.
appalled.
She is not appalled.
I am.
No, she's not.
I'm so shocked
So
at
you was
that.
masculine in that role. Like, you was the masculine.
That's why she the hubby.
I am the hubby.
Yeah.
Last
She
time
over here
we
aggressive
checked.
in these streets.
That's
I'm
interesting.
the
Yeah, I
hubby.
see. That's interesting.
Anyways,
That's how it went. You was like,
Get over
I was a
here.
little bit more sensual.
Get over
with
here.
it,
Let me get
so-
that ass.
All right, it's Jamie's turn.
Okay. I ate a dude's ass. I had a threesome. And I hate being choked during sex.
Which one is the lie?
no, I kind of believe all of them.
Do you? Really? Interesting. Huh.
Do you want her to repeat it, or
Yeah, yeah. Repeat it
Okay.
again.
I ate a dude's ass.
Okay.
I had a threesome.
Uh-huh.
And I hate being choked during sex.
And what's the lie?
Yeah, what's the lie?
You ate a dude's ass.
You're wrong. That's definitely not the lie. That's the damn
This
truth.
some interesting so you ate somebody's ass, huh? Did you like it?
So, you're already down there. You might as well get up in there.
How did it make you feel when you did it? How did it make you feel?
Well, I'm a pleaser. So if
Did it turn you on?
he's enjoying it.
Did it make you wet? Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I'm a pleaser, so
So
I'm doing what
Yeah.
they like.
So
you know,
had your tongue in somebody's ass and he liked it. So you know what's crazy? I'm just listening to these dudes really be loving shit near their ass.
first of all,
They
don't knock it
do.
till you try it, because that is something.
Nah,
Yes.
You know, even the toughest dudes.
I'm not even
Even the
saying
hood
that.
dudes.
Definitely the hood
Yes.
dudes.
No, not even just saying that. It's just I just don't feel comfortable with somebody sticking their tongue in my ass.
Well,
That's
it doesn't have to.
okay.
You don't have to
That's
stick
okay.
your tongue all the way in
Just
the
it
ass.
could be
You
licking
can just, like,
around.
licking around it, licking.
That's what
You know.
you was licking around, or did you?
You're looking at her or me?
I'm looking at her. No, I'm sorry.
You know, licking the crack, licking the, you know,
You looked the crack. Huh?
booty hole.
Was this after y'all went to the gym?
Okay, so that's not what I'm doing.
So which one was
That's
the
a negative.
lie?
Yeah, so which one? All right, so I'm giving you a second option.
He was wrong. So which
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, which one is it?
I hate being choked during sex.
That is not the lie.
I
That is not the lie.
Yeah, I hate being choked during sex. That's a
Interesting.
lie, because I love it.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. The way you worded it, I'm like, wait a minute, huh? Okay, yeah.
You don't like being choked, so you
She
No, I
loved being
do.
choked.
That's a
Like
lie,
being
so I
choked.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, she does love.
That's why when she said that, I was like, oh, gosh, she's...
I know I messed it up.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's crazy. This is like, man, this is interesting.
All right, so the second one.
Choke me, I'm for it. Hey, cut off my breathing. You know, wake me back up later.
See,
No,
the
playing.
people that are cutting your breathing off aren't doing it right.
I know somebody just died, and the guy he's serving. He's on trial now for it.
Yeah, he is.
You saw the story. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, so another one from me. You got to pick the lie.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
All right.
I touched a dolphin. I zip line across Niagara Falls. I almost got stung by a stingray. Which one's the lie?
You almost got stung by a stingray?
That's your guess?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Oh, man,
I
okay.
have never touched a dolphin.
You know what? That was in my head.
Yeah.
I just did that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
Darn
dolphins.
it.
I've been close to them, but I've actually never touched one. But I did zip line across Niagara Falls, and I almost got stung by a stingray. So yes,
They say dolphins rape you.
I've seen videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This
That's
is
what
getting-
they say.
They really rape? Really?
That's what they say. So
But
I don't
how?
know.
This is interesting.
You got to look up the videos.
I'm going to look up the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Alright.
definitely some. Videos
I don't
out
really
there.
know how, but they just like.
I don't think
attack
that's necessarily the intent. Of course, not the
Maybe
intention,
they're just
but
sexual
the way
creatures.
it is.
Maybe
yeah.
you would be a
But
dolphin
how
in
would
your next life.
how would a dolphin hump you, though? How would that happen?
Oh, you see the video. You'll see. You'll see. It's pretty
It's
interesting.
crazy. I love it, man. All
Okay.
right, go ahead.
All right. So mine. I had a C-section.
Uh-huh.
I have 5 daughters.
Uh-huh.
I was married at 18.
Which one is the lie?
You was married at 18.
You are correct.
You finally got one right.
I finally got one.
I was married at 21.
Good job. Good job. All right. Okay, so now you have to give us one to guess the lie. So 2 truths, 1 lie.
You know what's crazy? I was really going to pick something PG, but after y'all turned it up a little bit, I feel like I got to go crazy with it. Man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it all safe. I was rehearsing
Oh,
now
you're so.
backstage.
Then that
I
means
was
you
like-
don't. That means you don't watch our podcast, because you should know that nothing is safe. I mean,
Nobody's
it's a safe.
safe.
I
air,
know
but,
that.
you
I know.
We
I
talk
know.
about any and everything.
I know. All right. Okay.
We bear it all.
All right. I've been locked up. I had a threesome in my car. And I walked out on a date.
Which one is the lie? You pick and then I'll pick.
So I believe you walked out on a date before. I want to say you did get locked up. You had a threesome in your car. You probably did have a threesome in your car. So maybe you didn't get locked up. I don't know. Maybe you didn't get locked up.
That's the one I was going to go with.
You didn't get
You didn't get
locked up.
Yeah, see? I thought I knew that about you.
Yeah, I didn't get locked up.
All right, you only got one
Damn,
convict in
you
the
so
building.
dirty.
I was young. I was young when I did it. I felt like I had no choice. My back was against the wall, you know?
Or
Yeah.
against the seat.
Yeah, something. I was just like, you know what? The scene is
It's
just
about
not
to go
right.
down. It is like an Uber driver situation. I'm not saying you're our Uber driver. I'm just like, you're driving around and then, it's 2 girls, or was it 2 girls or a girl and a guy?
What?
I'm just asking a question.
It was two girls.
This is coming from somebody who likes to, so
No,
she
it was two. I know. It was two girls.
Two girls.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was two girls.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good. I'm sure it was. It sounds
So you didn't
like
do it
fun.
again?
Yeah.
Oh, just not in the car.
Yeah, not in the car, but when we did it in the car, you put the two seats up. It's crazy. You imagine when it goes down in the car.
Interesting. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well,
But
whatever
I've
works
never
for
done
you.
that. I
Around.
have to put that on the bucket list.
Yeah, you got to try it. Because it's not just in the car, then you go outside of the car, too.
Okay.
So a lot of things
okay.
do
So you
outside
got
of the car.
them-
Right. In and outside of the car.
In the winter or summer?
The summertime is good, too. You got to try it in the winter because outside, you free. Shit just be blowing all over.
Make sure they smell good.
Yes, that's true. Definitely, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so moving on. Our topic today, okay, is going to be about relationships. More specifically, open relationships.
Yes.
And if you're open to it, how does it work? When you have a couple that's trying to find a unicorn or a unicorn that's trying to find a couple, where do they go to find these relationships that they're interested in? And if you've been in a monogamous relationship for however many years or whatever, and then you're like having some issues in relationship, is opening your relationship going to save your relationship? So these are some of the topics we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
So
I think open relationships. I think it allows people to always keep it spicy. We talked even in one of the other episodes about keeping it spicy. Just like if you're with somebody for all these years, like you're married to them, you mean to tell me that your man is not gonna look somewhere else or not gonna want to have sex with somebody else? That's the same coochie for the rest of his life.
and the same
Can you have
dick for the rest of her life.
Very true. Can you have the same one for the rest of your life?
You can. It really depends on the person and what they is. I mean, it all depends on how you
But
come
can
into
you?
it. Who, me?
Yeah. Are you, like right now, if you met somebody, like you could be the.
Yeah, of course. No, I can.
Okay.
It's a mental thing, but
No, it is. It is
Yeah.
mental. I feel like it's if you're out of place, it takes a lot of discipline to turn somebody away or to not look at somebody else. But I know
That's
plenty of
true.
people who say like they can't because there's, they look at women and they're beautiful and they want to.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's a conversation that has to be had, in order to have those things come in. It's the trust. Cheating is only when you don't tell the person what you want.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's important if this is something as long-term as y'all been, hey, look, let's try something new. That's why I say I can be with the one person, but the person has to know who I am.
Okay, so what if you introduce that to your wife?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I'm not even going to say that. What if your wife introduced? So say you two are in a relationship.
Here she go. Here
I'm
she
putting it.
go.
I'm putting it out there because she's having a hard time.
She's saying that because every dude we've had on the show so
Okay.
far always picks her. Always picks her. So I'm just sitting here like, oh, nobody wants to pick me. So she's just
That is-
trying to put
okay,
it
that's not
into
true. Yeah.
perspective.
So anyway, so say you you picked her. Say you two in a relationship together,
Here we go.
and say she's you're good with her, right? But she's like, you know what? I'm thinking I've been thinking about this for a few years now. I think that I would like an open relationship. I want to experience somebody else, like another guy. What would you say?
She can.
You would say you would.
It depends on how long the relationship is, yeah. If we got that type of understanding, I know who she is, then yeah, she can. It's when I don't know who she is, that's when I'm like, why? But see, if she's open like that when I come into the relationship, then yeah.
But what if she wasn't really open into? What if she didn't even think about that, and then down the line she decided it? She thought
Then we
about
gotta
it.
have a conversation on why. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? What is it? I just can't be mad. You know what I mean? Why?
Yeah. So are you
know?
going to allow her? Are you going to send her off and allow her to have sex with other?
Oh, the glasses came.
Oh, man.
No,
Are you going to let her go and have sex with other men, or are you going to want her to? What if she's?
but no, but that's the thing though. If I come into a relationship, so all right, so say if she wasn't like that and she started it, right? And she just all of a sudden wanted to just do this. It's a conversation we gotta have. And I don't even know if I feel comfortable because this is not the person that I met. That means she lied to me all along. I know people grow, right? But we gotta grow together though.
but-
It's like, how long or further are we in this relationship for you wanting to do this? You know, is it something you're not telling me? Is it something
Well, that's
you've
the
been
thing.
yearning
That's
for?
why she's bringing it up now. She's like,
Yeah.
you know what? We've been together. We have a great relationship.
Yeah.
We feel like we can trust each other and we can
Right.
talk about these things.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just thinking about like spicing it up a little bit, doing a little something different. How would you feel about it? And what would be the guidelines? What would be the rules behind it? If I said, you know what, there's this guy I met that's at work, or there's this guy that I met in the Bahamas, but I didn't do anything because I didn't want to, you know what I mean? What are the guidelines? What are the guidelines?
Get
behind
choked
it?
out.
It's not happening.
And what if?
It's not
But what
happening.
if she
So,
said?
I can't. So you're saying I wouldn't be able to? No.
So what if she said that? You know, I think that you can. I want to do this, right? This is what I want, but I also want you to do it too.
I'm not doing it. Because there's certain morals and integrity to all of this. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
So
I would allow her just to be single.
So is it more so? Okay, but this is who you want. This is who you want to be with. Like at the end of the day, you want to come home to her.
Doesn't matter if I want to be with
Just
her.
have an open relationship. Let her do her. No, you'll be done with it.
No, I'll be done with it.
So okay, so it matters if it matters when she brings it up. If she brings it up initially,
You might be open to it.
It's if I know who she is in the relationship and how I grow. Like if I come in today and this is something that she does or she comes to me with, all right, cool. I know what I'm getting myself into, right?
Okay.
But if we set those moral standards before the relationship, before we grown into that, and then all of a sudden I'm getting mixed signals from something else before, then something's wrong here. Then I'll allow her to just be by herself.
do you think it also plays a factor? Like, well, what am I not doing? Would you feel like, well, why do you need somebody else?
No.
Like we've been together. You wouldn't ask that?
I would ask, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like we can work through that, you know, because we're
But
together.
you're saying you can work through it. But if
Right.
she's saying I
Then
want
she's giving
another.
up. She's giving up.
So if she comes to you in the mid relationship, it's like, you know what, I think I want to be with another dude, and you're like, I'm not really, you know, that's not who I thought you were.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, if that's what you want, then maybe we shouldn't be together.
Yeah, that's it.
And if you can't just be satisfied with me, and maybe we try to spice it up doing other things, then, you know, we might just go our separate ways. Is that that's what pretty much what you're saying?
Because
But what if you wanted to what if the roles were reversed and you wanted to bring a woman in?
I would bring it to her attention, but that's if I know it makes her feel comfortable. If we talked about that before, if that's who she is, it's like, you know, she said, well, you know, you can bring another woman in. If I ask her that, then I feel comfortable to do that. That's what I'm trying to make sense. You get what I'm saying? But if it was something where as though it was never really brought up, if this is not who she is, and she told me that I don't want to do nothing like that, then I'm never going to bring a woman around.
But in relationships, things change all the time. So who you are when you first start out is not going to be who you are 5, 10, 15 years down the line.
That is true. You change.
And so maybe she had a conversation, maybe she experienced something and was like, oh, you know, I actually like the way that feels. So there's going to be times when you're not going to be prepared for certain conversations. You got to kind of go with it. And if you want to please her, then are you willing to compromise somehow?
Yeah, I agree with you. But let me ask you something, right? How do you think long-lasting relationships happen? What's the one thing that people miss out in a relationship?
Communication.
That's it. Communication. If we're always communicating, there will never be a problem.
But
I mean, I'm not saying that won't be a problem, because you still could communicate and have different opinions.
right.
Because I could say, you know what, I really want to be with someone. Say I want to bring another dude in the bedroom with us, versus me just going out and being with someone separately.
Having that.
Then it's like, is that something you're interested in? And if you're like, no, and I'm like, well, this is something I really want. I don't know if I can go any longer if I can't do this, or, you know.
She's going to end up cheating.
So what?
No, you can have it.
But then what would your suggestion be? If I said, you know what, I really want to bring another guy in.
I would say
it
would I would make me feel very uncomfortable if you do that, but you're allowed to do what you please.
Now, if she's allowed to do what she pleases, she said she wants to bring a dude in with us. So you're saying she's allowed to do what she pleases.
Yeah.
Then one day you're gonna wake up and there's gonna be another dude standing there.
I'm not around. That's for her. That's her behavior.
So you're
So
saying
you're
she
gonna-
can do what she wants, you're just not going to be around for it.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're gonna break up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will.
So you wouldn't just. So is it that you don't even want to see your woman like
With
because
another guy?
a lot of times that conversation comes up and men say that they don't want to see their woman they can't watch another man have sex with their
If
woman.
if I'm talking to a woman that's like that, it doesn't bother me. But if I talk to a woman that's not like that, and some point we change, that's why it's always changing. It's changing in relationships. So if she's changing and I'm still keeping this narrative and she's changing, I have to let her go through that journey.
Without you.
Yep.
He said, "Yep," real quick.
So,
Yep.
okay, so what if she says, I want to bring another woman in the picture?
I mean, I like
because-
stuff like that.
But
You know?
he's gonna let her know that going in.
Yeah.
But say she didn't even, that wasn't a conversation when you guys first started, right?
We can still have a conversation about it. Like, what made you do it? What is it? Like, what is the? Because that person will know that I like it, but I'm still going to ask her what makes her want to do this, and she may say to please you, make you happy. Then that's fine too.
So you're okay if she brings another woman in the picture, but not another man?
Not another man. No, I'm not doing that.
So what would you, if you're in a relationship with someone, would you, separate from bringing someone in the bedroom, would you have someone outside of the bedroom, outside of the relationship? Not cheating, but you say, you know what, I met this girl, you know, we're talking, you know, we're...
You mean friends?
No, not friends, just somebody you met somewhere and you want to hook up with her. Would you do that?
Nah, not a respect.
And I'm not saying cheating. I'm not saying cheating. I'm saying she knows that you met this girl and you're bringing it up to her, saying, you know what, I'm physically attracted to her. She's physically attracted to me. You know, would it be okay if we hooked up?
Okay.
Would you do that?
Yeah, I would tell her.
So what about
I would tell
this?
her.
What about if she says, okay, I feel like you're not giving me the same kind of experience that we had initially. So I want to spice things up and I want you to go have like a side chick, you know, and maybe she picks the person, you agree, and you have
This is a unicorn.
You have the relationship with this one, right? And maybe she's not involved in it. But then as time goes on, she's like, you know what, since you have, you know, your unicorn or whatever you want to call it, I'm thinking that, you know, I want to have a man. Can I do
That's a
that?
good one. I have to allow it. If that's something that, you know, it's a double standard, right?
Right, so you would allow that.
I would have to, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Now, will I agree to it? No, but that's something. If I got it, but wait a minute, if I agree to it, right? If I agree to it.
So would you agree to it?
Nah.
You have a whole relationship on the side, so it is a double standard, and that's the whole point. A lot of times, men, it's double standards.
It could be the double standard, but do you have thick skin for it? Some people in open relationships,
Right?
You know,
that would be an
that.
open relationship.
Yes.
You've been having this whole side chick for. All right, babe. Got my plate
you know
of dinner
what?
when I get home.
I will say this though, but it would be a conversation. Why do you want me to do this? And this something you want for yourself? You know, because that's communication, right? I just can't go off and allow, you know, this happening without asking, all right, wait a minute. It's something behind it. It has to be an agenda.
So in the unicorn situation, though, would you? So a unicorn is, you know, another someone that comes into your relationship and is a regular, and you guys are sleeping together, you're having sex together. Is that something that you would do? That's more of a long-term situation.
What, she just comes into our relationship?
Yeah, she's someone you both agree to have in the relationship
all sleep in the
more
bed
regularly.
together.
You spend the nights together, you have meals together, you go to the movies together.
Right.
Is that something that you think you would do? Someone that's a third party that's more long-term.
Still got to have a conversation.
Well, yeah, of course, you're definitely going to have a conversation.
Because there got to be some rules to this.
There's always
rules.
rules to every
Yeah,
situation,
right?
for sure.
Because I'm not comfortable with another man.
But I'm not saying a man
Right,
at this point. I know
right.
you're not comfortable with a man, so I'm just talking about a female right now.
Yeah, I would
A
do
woman.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
I would.
And she says, "All right, well now I want to have my boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I
She
want him
keeps
to sleep."
bringing the boy. He's
she
not
wants
doing
to-
a dude.
I know,
though. We
but
already
it's
discussed
like-
that.
It's not fair,
But that's why I wouldn't do it.
right? There you go.
So he's if he thinks that she's going to want to have a dude later on, he's just not
ain't
going to
doing
let
it.
the second girl happen. Is that what
Right,
you're saying?
right.
You
Yeah.
just said F it, and we're just not going to do anything.
Which I think I honestly think that's the best.
That's why I say if we agree on the terms and the rules of it, then fine. If that's not something we agreeable on, then no, she just can't come.
Okay, that makes
Now
sense.
there is I don't know if this show is called, but I saw a clip where this woman, she was with this man for, I don't know, however, it's like was it husband, brother, or whatever. I don't know. So she's with this guy for 26 years, but then she introduced like another guy. So now she has a boyfriend. So it's all of them live in the house together.
Right.
Her husband and her have 3 kids together. So they sat down and talked to the kids, let them know, like, listen, this is the lifestyle that we're going to be living. And I saw the clip, like she was in her bedroom trying to like lift up, I guess, the bed and fix something. And one man was on the other side, one was on the other one. And she's like, see, this is why you need two men. And it's like they're living happily ever after. However, I don't know if they do stuff together, all three of them. However, I believe that she's like, in the bedroom, sleeping with the boyfriend, and she got the husband there too. So it works for them, and I guess they're happy with it.
It's weird.
But I think I saw clips of this, and it looks like, and I'm not trying to be judgmental, okay? But it looks like those dudes are, maybe a little bisexual.
Yeah.
And that's why they might be okay with it. So,
I definitely got that.
I can
vibe.
see where you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're bisexual and you have a woman and she's like, oh, I want to bring a guy in, they may be like, okay, bring a guy in.
Yeah. I know people who are okay with, what you
So that's
say?
the same with the guys with the licking ass part, you know?
What they got nothing to do? That's not the
Because
same.
think about what you said. You said, these guys may be a little bisexual.
Oh,
right?
no.
I don't feel
I
a
don't-
guy that allows a woman to
Eat his ass.
be in that area, whether it be kissing it, licking it, grabbing it, smacking it, putting a finger in it.
No.
That doesn't make them
I disagree.
bisexual.
I would
or gay.
love to talk
That's
to the
just me.
producer guy about this. I would love
That's
to get his
just-
opinion.
I'm just saying, if a dude is doing something to a dude, that's gay.
Okay.
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 But if it's a woman and a man are exploring their sexuality and exploring their bodies, and after you're with someone for so long, and you start you start experimenting and
Next
doing
thing you
other
know, you're
things,
gonna have a strap on. Are you?
that's not true.
Are you
That is
gonna
not
have-
true.
But would you?
I'm definitely not doing that. No.
Okay.
Pegging?
Yeah, definitely not
It was in
pegging.
my last episode we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I don't.
not doing that.
I need a masculine man, one that is not bisexual, one at
Yeah,
all.
but when you were licking that dude's booty hole,
That's what
where
I'm
were
saying.
his legs at?
That's what
Where were his legs at? Were they up in the air?
That's
Or
what I'm
was he
saying.
on all fours with his booty cheeks spread? Did he spread his booty cheeks for you?
'Cause why I said that.
Is that the masculine man you saying that you want?
But it's
I'm curious.
Wait.
but that's what I'm saying though, because you licked somebody's ass and then she fingered
was like this?
one.
I'm just
Yeah, but
trying to figure it out. How were his legs?
crazy.
I mean, there was different ways. you
Both
know.
ways. It
Could
was
be,
both
Yeah,
ways.
it could be laying on their stomach, and then while you're
What?
like, no. What I'm saying is they're laying on their stomach. They're laying on your stomach, and maybe
Oh.
hanging off the bed, and
Oh,
while you're,
my
you know,
goodness.
you
So
go
he
to
bent
it.
over the bed. He bent over the bed.
No.
And
So you
she's-
had more positions? You doing this?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a couple.
Yeah, there was definitely.
I don't think
Was
there's
legs on
anything-
your shoulders?
No. I don't think
Okay.
there's anything wrong with eating a guy's ass.
But how did you do it? Was he like doggy style? Did he
Y'all
turn around?
are out of pocket.
But I'm saying you saying you want a masculine man.
Yeah.
The only line that you draw, okay, but she's gonna draw the line at putting a finger in the
Yes,
booty
that
hole
is I
and
draw the
using
line.
Okay.
a strap on. But she will.
No,
you
I
know,
draw the line.
She's okay with a man spread eagle letting her eat that eat that booty
I'll
hole.
eat the. I'll eat the.
You would? You'll do it again?
Oh, she definitely doing it again.
You
She did
always
it
do it?
yesterday. I'm just kidding.
Yesterday.
You did it today, you said?
No! Oh my God! Listen, I'm not just out here eating booty holes like guys'
No.
booty holes.
This
It's-
somebody you loved?
Yeah.
Nah, you mean you just got love for him.
Yeah. No.
There's a connection.
No, I'm saying if I'm dealing with somebody for a while, right, and I felt comfortable enough.
Okay.
And it was clean. He was straight out the shower.
Yeah,
straight out the shower.
I've never had a bad experience with the ones I did that to.
Okay.
You know.
Once you did that too?
Yeah, it
So how
was
many-
definitely more than
how-
one.
So how many was it? How many asses was it around?
So no.
Wait, she got to pull her toes out to count.
I don't know.
Oh shoot.
No. She's lying. No.
It doesn't
I've
matter
been-
how many.
Okay, all right.
So-
I've done it. I've done it plenty of times, but I have never ever put anything in there. So I'm just licking. I'm licking the whole area.
You got a
Myself-
signature move on that?
Wait, so are you saying men aren't masculine if they let a woman do something in that area?
No, I'm not saying that. It's just
Okay.
not for
Right,
me.
because you're.
It's not for me.
Have
Yeah,
you
because-
tried it though?
No.
So how do
Right.
you know
So
it's
then
not
you
for
don't
you?
know.
I don't want to know.
You don't know that.
I
I guarantee
know.
you it's. I
You might
guarantee
feel a
it's good.
tingling sensation you ain't never felt in your
Yeah,
life.
but the thing is,
I'm
if you
alright.
want a woman to lick your balls, right? So it's really right.
It's
down
right there.
Right there.
No.
What if she licked the ball and right underneath?
It just seems
No?
weird. I don't know.
All right, but I need you to
It's
be
just
into.
gonna have to
See,
happen
the thing
to you
is,
one day.
I
It's just
understand
gonna
that,
have
but
to
I think a
happen.
lot of
Somebody's gonna eat
men.
my ass one day. That's what
Yeah.
you're telling me.
Yeah, it's
That's what
gonna
I'm
happen
saying.
one day.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You should try it. sis.
It's positive like
I should try
affirmation.
what?
You should just try it.
Anyway.
What?
You
Oh,
haven't
no.
done it. He hasn't had it done. You might as well just do it.
You know,
You might as well just do
Trying to
it.
set it
I
up.
don't know
We don't need no help getting anything set up, okay? Just so you know.
No.
He got all the ladies.
Damn,
he
he got
all the
a whole
ladies
smile.
in his inbox.
Damn.
Oh man.
Wait, so
Anyways.
have you done it before? Have you eaten ass?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shoot,
To
because
a
I almost
female.
got a little scared.
To
yeah.
a female.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, because some guys don't be, you gotta teach them a little something. something.
So where can couples find a third party to enter their relationship? Where can they go? Where are people going these days to find someone to invite into their bedroom?
I mean, I don't know. I
It's
know
a
they
whole
got
society.
I know they got like a swingers dark world party where they be doing all types of stuff. One of my
So,
friends actually
where are
went.
these places? Are you talking about sex clubs?
Yeah.
You're talking about can you just go to the bar and say, oh, you know what, she's cute?
You can. My girlfriend, she said that she was out and there was a husband and wife, and they approached her, and they were like, we would like to have you, but we'll take care of you. We'll do this, we'll do that. You'll go with trips with us, and
Wow.
So places you can find a threesome is the sex clubs.
Yeah.
I feel
At
like
the
so many people
bar.
are open, so it's a lot of people out
Social
here.
media or those dating apps have options where couples are looking for someone else
Like
to
a third
join.
person.
But it's a money thing too.
What does
Meaning
that mean?
what?
Like, well, you got to. So the guy, like you said, approach. He said he's taking care of her and does whatever. Yeah, you got to have money for this too. You definitely.
Well,
So
gotta
you're
have
thinking
money.
there's never been a situation where someone didn't have to pay, or someone always has to pay for a third party?
Yeah, they not just. I mean, well, you know what? If it's a free willing thing that she wants to do, but like I said, there's rules into it. Like you said, they will take care of you. Like they're not.
So that's like something a little bit more
Yeah.
involved, I feel like. But that's probably like a true unicorn open relationship. But if
I'm
Just
just talking
having
about a
fun.
one night situation.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's different.
they're
Yeah.
all
Oh,
around.
yeah.
He got them all in his inbox.
That wants to do threesomes.
Yeah.
So have you entertained
Nah.
those requests? And why is that?
Because you know what? Because it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you keep putting yourself out there, you become cheap. You hold yourself, you become more valuable.
So you don't want to be a hoe.
You gotta have viable. You gotta have morals.
So you're not a hoe.
Oh, so you're no longer a hoe.
No more.
No more. Oh,
Okay,
he's
so
no
you're
longer.
looking. Are you in a relationship?
No.
Are you open for? Are you looking for a relationship?
Yeah. Kinda.
Kinda.
He said, "Kinda. If it comes, it comes."
Right.
Right.
So you're single.
You're not out. He's not out here looking. But if something happens, he'd be up for it. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
So are you open for like a matchmaker type of situation? Like if,
Like a single show?
or
No,
like
I
if
ain't-
I knew somebody,
nah.
what if I knew somebody that actually, was single too?
You don't want to be linked up with someone else?
No.
Like a blind date? You
Nope.
wouldn't do?
No.
So
What if
how do
it's-
you
what if-
find the people to date? Where do you go to date?
They find me. I find them. That's how it works.
But where?
You when you
Do
go
you
out.
date people that slide in your DMs? Have you
Yeah.
dated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I dated. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And it
shit.
just
You
ended up
gotta-
being a date, but nothing more.
Yeah.
Clearly, 'cause you're still single.
Well, yeah, I'm still, but she's cool.
Oh, you said she. So that's
Yeah.
just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
She cool.
Okay, so
She
you've
knows
met
she is.
people sliding in your
dibbling
DMs.
dabbling.
I've
What
been
are
out of-
other ways?
I went out of town.
Okay.
Went out of town. Yeah, that was fun. It's amazing.
Well, what was fun? You going out of town?
Yeah,
I go out of
just
town all the
different
time.
scenery. No, different. Yeah, different scenery, different times. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Stuff I don't really. Stuff a lot of people post. I say I kind of feel like some things just need to be captioned for your own memory, not everybody else's.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So sometimes you got to keep certain things just private. It's not for everybody.
Right.
Okay.
I agree.
That's why I said the more stuff you hold, the more valuable it is.
Okay. So
I
no
agree
longer
with that.
hoeing it anymore. So you're looking for. Just that.
I'm not looking though. You know what?
You're not looking, but you're open to.
Yeah, it's just like if I bump into it, run into it, then yeah.
Do you have kids?
A daughter.
You have a daughter. Do you want more kids?
Nah, she's it.
Okay, because I know somebody who doesn't want any more kids, and they are single.
She knows a lot of single ladies. Anyway, so moving on, talking about relationships. Does when you have a relationship with someone, and say you're going through problems, does opening your relationship save the relationship?
I feel like it can for some people.
Yeah.
I know somebody who the woman came to him and she said, you know what? I think I like girls. And he said, oh, shit. Okay. And so they opened their relationship up for it. They're both happy. That's just, and it works. So I think it does save your relationship. I've seen plenty of people where the relationship was saved because now it's like, we're going to make sure we're going home to this person. You know, you and I are solid. Our foundation is solid.
But it wasn't solid. I'm saying this relationship isn't solid.
It is solid. Just because you want another person doesn't mean it's not solid.
No. What I'm saying is they're having issues in their relationship. They're butting heads for whatever reason. And they're like, I don't know what else is going to do. You know how some people have a baby think it's going to save the relationship when they're having issues. Some people are like, okay, well, let's just go F other people or let's bring somebody else. Is that going to save the relationship? They're already having problems.
But no,
they're not solid.
So no, in that sense, I've seen where they said like it saves our relationship because, you know, it added extra spice. It kept our sex life continuing.
But I feel like that's already a solid situation and
Yeah.
they're just adding to it.
Right.
When your situation isn't
I don't think
solid.
I don't think that saves a
Okay.
relationship because you're still having those same issues. All you're doing is putting a Band-Aid on it and you're having fun in the moment.
What do you think?
I think you got to slow walk it. You know, something you want to try. Maybe she's just not around all the time. You know, maybe it's a certain situation. See how it goes.
So,
You know,
but
slow walk yourself into it.
so you're saying if your relationship is rocky and you both said, you know what, F it. We're having all these issues, financial, kids, whatever.
Oh, that's a different perspective. Okay.
Are we bringing someone else in the relationship to save it? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. When it comes to
another
that,
person can't save it. Another person can't save it, and that's in that aspect.
Nah.
If you're having, I feel like open relationship, it's sexual. So if you're having sexual issues in your relationship, then I feel like another person can save it because maybe it's like maybe she's insecure, she's not in tune with her, you know, sexuality, or maybe he's like, you know, you're just not giving it to me enough, and that other person can come in and save the relationship in a sexual aspect, that romantic aspect.
Yeah, but they got to roll after that, though. They can't be sticking around. We got real shit we got to handle.
Well, that's the thing. I
Get they
feel like
Uber.
if your relationship is already having issues,
Yeah.
and this, I'm not just talking about sex. I'm just talking about you're having issues.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking cheating or anything like that. Like financial, somebody lost a job. You know, the woman's feeling overwhelmed because she's doing more than the man, or the man's feeling overwhelmed because he's working a lot and she's not appreciating him. Opening that type of relationship, I don't feel like it's going to save it. I think
No,
it's going to
it's
bring
not.
more
No, because
problems.
is she giving him a job? Is she getting him a job? Like if he lost his job, is she getting him a job?
Why is it her responsibility to get him a job?
But what I'm saying is if they're how would it save? It's not going to save if somebody else is coming into the relationship. Like,
But what
is
I'm
she
saying
providing a new job for him? Okay, yes, then
Adding
maybe
value
she's
to the
saving. But like,
relationship.
what kind of value is being added?
Yes.
That would only be in a sexual nature. It has nothing to do
Right.
with all their
So,
other problems.
yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, like, some people are like, oh, F it, let's just go date other people. And then it just causes more problems on top of the problems they already have. So I don't think opening their relationship is going to save a relationship. But I do agree with you said, if the relationship is already solid and you guys are just like, you know what, let's just, open it up. And we invite somebody over, or, we fulfill whatever fetish or fantasy that either one of us has. But like you said, you're still going home to each other at the end of the day. And you realize like that is completely separate from our bond and our connection.
Right. This allows us just to have like a fantasy. This allows us to kind of disconnect from our everyday lives. And now we're, just like in our own little world. But we come back to our reality and we do what we're supposed to do together. Yeah.
Right. No, I definitely agree with that. I do think, however, it is time for
What's going on?
to pull it out.
Oh, are you ready for her to pull it out? She the hubby. She pulling it out.
Pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out.
His face.
Like, wait a minute.
She the
Where's
hubby.
this
She
going?
pulling it out.
So we are. This is our pull out segment.
Oh.
So I'm gonna pick a card and I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna talk about it for a few minutes.
All right.
All right. Let's see which one. Okay. I don't really like this one. All right. Let's see. Oh, I think we talked about that already. You know what? Let me grab one of ours.
Supposed to just blindly.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm supposed to let me just blindly pick. Okay. No, I don't like that one either. I'm sorry. Okay. We talked about that already. Okay. Okay. So are we coming in the pussy or are we pulling out? And coming on the titties, the mouth, the face? What's your
Everywhere.
preference?
He said everywhere.
Everywhere.
What's your preference though? What do you prefer to do? Do you
Pull
prefer
out and
you prefer to pull out and
just
where's your favorite place to come?
on the back. Tell her she's a part of me now.
On her
Rub
back.
it
So
all
your
in.
doggy style.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow.
Doggy style, you pull it out, come on her back. That's your favorite?
Yeah.
Really?
Top.
Yeah.
All right, what's yours? Where's your favorite place for a man to or a woman to come on you?
Or a woman.
I'm sorry, a man. Why in the
Can I ask y'all a question?
Sure.
Laura, so are y'all squirters?
So I have, but it's
I
not
have
on a regular
before.
basis.
Yeah.
I have in the past, but it's not a regular thing for me.
I've only squirted one time from sex.
How did it make y'all feel?
It was pretty amazing.
I was like, please do this again. No.
So y'all haven't found that back yet? No.
I think it just takes a certain mentality, connection.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
it
is.
takes a lot to get there.
Okay.
And sometimes guys don't have all that time to get there.
Yeah, but it's weird because in my situation, like I dealt with this person for 5 years, and then finally at the very end, that's when it happened. Like I don't know what made it happen. It's just weird, different.
Interesting.
Yeah. What made that like that was so random?
Because we're talking about coming.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where do you like a man?
Wherever he wants.
Oh, okay. But
I
what's
mean,
your favorite? I'm not talking about what he wants. I'm
So
talking
my
about you.
favorite is what his favorite is.
Okay, so what oh my God. I get it. I get what you're saying. But where would you prefer? Where do you enjoy it to be? In the tonsils, in the hitting the cervix, on the titties, on the face, pink eye, conjunctivitis. Like where?
I don't really have a preference. I don't really have. So I'll say inside, you just got to make sure like that. Obviously, if it was inside, then I would want, if they have like funky smelling cum or it's not, I don't like the way it smells or.
Oh God.
You had that happen before?
Oh,
I'm saying it's
I've had-
everybody's is different.
Yes,
Everybody's is different.
They're different.
Yeah.
Just like I'm sure coochies taste different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Guys' semen tastes very different.
That's why water is very important.
Water is
Some could be
extremely
bleachy.
important.
Yeah, but some could, it's just
Yes.
the way it is.
Yes.
Some could be
Oh, all
bleachy,
right.
some could be sweet.
And
some
it
could
is based
be-
off diet, exercise,
Yeah.
and lifestyle. Smoking, all of that makes a
Yeah,
big
so
part
if
in
I didn't
how it tastes.
want that smell in me or just like to throw off my pH,
I don't
then
know why you
wouldn't
can't just answer the question.
because my answer is if I know that if I'm having sex with somebody, I know that he likes to do it on my face, then okay, that's where I want to do it because that's what's going to turn me on.
Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna say
You're not letting nobody come on that face, that beautiful
I
face.
have never had somebody come on my face. Never. Anyway.
Shocking.
I don't know. Anyway, so my favorite is like if I have a connection with someone, I don't want them pulling out. I want them to fully give me everything they got. And then I like to after they, taste it afterwards.
You want
know what
them
I mean?
to taste it?
Me.
Oh, you to taste it. You want
Yes, afterwards. No, I lick it after he pulls it out, after he's done. But I have to have that connection with someone because clearly
Yeah.
that's raw sex. So I want to
Right.
make sure I have that connection. We trust each other. But that's what I like. I think it makes it so passionate. It gives it so much more.
Now, are they eating after they come in you?
Some have. Yeah, some will pull it out, eat it, put it back in, keep going.
I know somebody who,
And I love that. Take notes.
I know somebody who, this guy reached out to this girl and he said, I want a guy to nut in you and then I want to come and suck it out of you.
I've had that happen. I haven't had that happen. I've had a guy
say
that to me.
Say that one more time.
That the guy wanted a woman. So say you. So
here we go with me again.
Okay.
say you. So you guys were having sex, right? You nutting her, and then
another dude
wants to come and
eat the pussy
it
after. I've had
crazy
a guy ask
stuff in
me
these streets
to do that.
Yo,
I've had a guy ask me to do that. Of course,
it's a real thing.
I was like,
Yo, man, these dudes, man, it's
a
different
real
out
thing.
here, yo.
It is, yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is wild. Anyway, so moving on. Thank you for joining our pull-out segment. We're going to do our brand blast. So brand blast from Jamie, and I'll do our shout out.
Okay. All right. So I have been getting my nephew's haircut since he was such a baby. His first haircut I took him for, and then I'm the only one taking him to get his haircut. So that's like our little bond. And so I've had a couple different people, but where I take him to now is somebody I know. His name is Twan Swayze. He operates out of Swayze in the house. Hey. He operates out of the barbershop. It's Mogul's Barbershop over in Cinnaminson, New Jersey. And it's just a very good, it's a really nice spot. It's clean. They have a nice little movie theater in the back, vending machines.
Yeah,
they
it's a great vibe.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's a really good vibe. So shout out to them.
So you know, it's your haircut, a woman or child or man or whoever.
Yeah, and I'll give Twan's Instagram. So it's Swaze_cut, SWAZE_CUTZ. Go hit him up.
And my shout out is her Instagram is She's Doper, SHESDOPER. She does faux lock. She's a faux lock artist, and she did I don't know if you guys saw the episode where I had my faux locks. They were a burgundy color. She did my locks, and she did an amazing job.
Yeah, they were really cute.
Amazing job. She was very gentle. It wasn't heavy. It didn't hurt. When I took them out, I didn't lose a lot of hair because naturally you lose hair.
Right, you shed.
But I didn't lose a lot of hair at all. And she has a great personality. She's very flexible. She's a beautiful person inside and out. So please hit her up. Her Instagram, like I said, She's Doper. And you can get your faux locks, and she does an amazing job. That is her specialty, the faux locks, and I will definitely get it again. I can't wait.
That's what's up.
So those are our shout outs and our health tip. Okay, so let me get to that. Our health tip is about the lovely men in our lives. So we want to make sure that you guys are getting your prostates checked. Okay. And your PSA checked.
But wait, can I just say a disclaimer really quick? That doesn't mean, men, that if a woman sticks her finger in there to milk your prostate, you don't get cancer. Okay. Because I saw that somebody put a clip on Spiritual World, whatever. That doesn't mean that. Okay. Milking your prostate is not going to prevent you from getting prostate cancer. But go ahead.
So typically I believe it's either over 40, 45 guys should get their prostates checked.
Oh, I got some time.
So it's
Not that big of a
first you want to
deal.
get a blood test and get your PSA checked. Your PSA is your prostate specific antigen in your body. That will give you a determination if there's any predetermination that there could be an issue with your prostate.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you get your PSA checked. Either I believe it's over 40 or 45. So you want to get that checked to see what your levels are. There's also a digital exam that the doctor has to do where they do have to, lube up their fingers and feel the prostate to make sure it's not getting enlarged.
But they don't put it in far at all.
Right.
They
And to
literally
make
just-
sure that, that there's nothing abnormal that's going on with the prostate. But it is to help prevent prostate cancer. Prostate cancer can be very devastating for a male. And if you check it and find it early detection is key. So that one digital exam, if you just let the woman prepare you for it. Let her put her finger in there so you know what to expect.
No, I mean, for this situation, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
especially black men are at a higher risk. Like you have to have it done a little earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, and if you do determine that, oh my gosh, there might be an issue with your prostate, then you have to get your you're rated on a Gleason score, and the Gleason score tells you, okay, what's your risk as far as cancer? Is it a low grade cancer? Is it a high risk cancer? What's your prognosis? Are you going to die in 6 months, or are you going to die in 20 years? So the Gleason score, if you do have some sort of predetermination that there could be a cancerous situation, they do the Gleason score to see where you are, and that's depending on the cells and the biopsy that they check to see, what's going on with this either this lump or this abnormal situation going on with the prostate, and that can determine, a prognosis. So it is important also for you to do your self exams. Mm-hmm. So checking your shaft, when you're in the shower and, you're washing yourself, checking your testicles to make sure there's nothing painful, nothing tender, nothing growing, nothing feeling abnormal or irregular. Just making sure that you're checking yourself, just as women check their breast. Men also need to make sure they're checking themselves as well. Mm-hmm. So just keep that in mind, guys, as you're getting older. And a good way to keep a healthy prostate is exercise, drinking your water, staying away from high-fat foods, fried foods, and just keeping an overall healthy diet, fresh vegetables and fruits and things of that nature.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Anytime.
How old are you?
40.
40? Let's get to that prostate.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where's the glove? Where the glove at? Where the glove at?
You got a glove over there?
Nah.
You got 2 fingers on one. You get to decide.
Nah.
No.
Oh, man.
Right. So our amazing affirmation for today coming from my beautiful wife, Jay.
Well, damn. So we all want to make a difference in life, right? We all want to make a difference somehow. It really is. It depends on what kind of difference you make. So basically, it's like when you put stuff out there, watch the stuff that you put out. Like, make sure that what you're putting out is going to help somebody else. It's going to uplift somebody else. It's not going to be detrimental to their health. And that includes like music stuff. It's just, there's so much toxic BS out there, and people, it's like, oh, I want to make a difference in somebody's life. I'm doing this to make a difference. But what kind of difference are you really trying to make? So.
Yes, and I will say that Terrence's podcast does have a lot of real life situations, and he does touch a lot of people on his podcast. So don't forget the Terrence Henry experience.
Ladies, he's single. Don't want no man. Don't listen. You can get the unicorn, but not no man.
So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for being a wonderful guest. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment.
Follow. YouTube.
Thank you.